So the Magic have won 11 of their last 15 games, pushed them up to 6th in the East, just a game and a half out of 2nd. Chicago, yeah, that 5-0 start, distant memory now. Now below 500 for the first time all season, down to 10th in the conference. Scal, T-Mac, Ahmed Fareed here. All right, Scal, so this Orlando Magic team, I'm starting to get the feeling, you're starting to feel this Orlando Magic team, but I want to know, how much are you feeling this team right now?
I think they're the best team in the Eastern Conference.
Wait a second, hold on.
Yeah, because I know, because I just saw Cleveland last night, actually, and they're missing something.
Yes.
And Orlando isn't. They're big, they're physical, they have young guys. You talked about Jalen Suggs. They have everything you want, and they're doing it all without Banchero.
Yes.
If you look at since Banchero's been out, #1 in the Eastern Conference in net rating. So I'm not a star player. I was the role player that filled in. But when you're a star and you're watching these guys play the best basketball, they have aspirations. When they went out and traded 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bane, and Tatum's out of the Eastern Conference this year, they have to be thinking go to the finals. So you have a star player in Banchero, and he's a bona fide star. He's sitting there and he's watching this, and he's watching their team play the best basketball of their season.
Yeah, well, for me, being that star player that's out and watching my team, first of all, I was a star player and never had the opportunity to watch my team win while I was sitting out that amount of games. So
refused to do that.
So, but I'm looking at this, and a lot of chatter is around this because they wasn't playing great basketball when Paolo was in there, and now they are. And I think as a player, you could look at that, hear the chatter, and think that's a threat to you. But actually, that should be encouraging to Paolo because he's a very smart basketball player. He's a great basketball player. And when he comes back, that load doesn't have to be heavy for him, right? He can come in and really just concentrate on giving more on the defensive end, right? Being a facilitator, because what you don't want to do is come back and interrupt what these guys have going on with holding the ball, being a ball stopper.
So I've got a lot of questions for both of you right now. T-Mac, starting with you. Just with Paolo, is there a way that they're playing right now without him that is more beneficial, more suited to their talent?
Yes.
And so when he comes in, will he have to fit into whatever they have found out without him?
He should fit in. That's exactly, and that's what I'm saying. He should just come. One thing you could do that will not disrupt flow is defensive intensity and be a ball mover, right, and be a facilitator. That's what he can do on the offensive end. He's going to be fine coming back, integrating, because they are playing so great that he understands. He's a very, very smart basketball player that I don't have to do much. I could just come in and fill my spots, right? The first few games, just fill it out a little bit and then be that closer that they're going to need. They're going to need him to be a closer for this team to reach the heights they want to reach.
But you think he has to be a different player when he comes back?
Absolutely, he has to be a different player.
Well, Orlando last year last in the NBA in pace. This year, not first, I guess they're top 5 in pace. So because they're playing so different, Paolo had a lot to do with them playing slow. He likes to get the ball in his spots, take his time, get to his spot, and he doesn't draw double teams or anything like that. People are all living with the fact of him shooting a step-back 15-footer or pull-up. He doesn't really attack the rim like that. He doesn't shoot the pull-up 3. So where does he fit? He's a scorer that finds his spots and he can score from them. But that doesn't cause the defense to rotate. Right now what you see is these guys attacking, getting to the rim, pushing the ball, late kick out to an Anthony Black in the corner. And that's very different than the way that they played before.
That's a very great point. So if you're going to be a ball stopper, like, you're going to have to pull gravity. You're going to have to pull defense towards you to where that defense comes towards you. You make a play out of that, and that's how you really be a facilitator and, elevate your team to new heights. You can't come back and hold a ball and the defense stays home and you're taking long contested shots, and it's just about you. Like, this team is playing at a great pace to where the ball is moving, their defense is dictating the pace, and they're getting out.